Listen. You have your might, I have my apparatus. I'm not sure if that stays, because our opponent is not constrained with the future standard. He plays white marches right now. With Get Lost we are kinda covered against whatever he has. And I want to get Mindsplice Apparatus, get some damage to the face, so I want a creature that doesn't have cool abilities. For example, a Bonehorde Dracosaur. We might be in some trouble. We allow him to, you know, scale a little bit. Alright. Oh, no way, he also has Recruiter as the last card. That's it. They definitely have some play if they are going with this. They might have something that pumps it, like... Alright, I didn't expect this one in particular. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today probably the most challenging deck to make rotation proof, because it's 3-colored Esper with no Raffine Tower. However, it seems that we made it work because I already ranked with this one up in standard, and it's a Mindsplice Apparatus deck with Twilight, Robbery and Scrutiny. I mean, what's not to love? I have a lot of thoughts about this deck after playing with it, so we will talk more in the outro, but for now, enjoy the show, because this will be pretty action-packed video. Alright, have fun and enjoy, and if you aren't subscribed, don't miss out on the rotation-proof decks, because we will keep them coming. And enjoy, guys. Man, what are those draws? You know? Man, alright, sure, why not? Let's try with this one. We go Reef. Don't forget we will have like 2 extra or 3 extra draws, so they are Aether lands that give us more leniency. Let's go with this one. I probably want to pretend I have something. We don't need combat phase, I guess, because there are no creatures. We just need here, so he knows that we have something. Alright. Restless reinforcements, it seems. However, now we can counter those. That's it. I'm not sure if we counter it. I think we don't. I honestly think we don't. Just because we have lockdown, so everything that is lockdownable. Let's see if that's caverns into Night of Earth, probably the best play. No. So honestly, whatever they play, I think we can kinda ignore it. I wasn't quick enough, I should click it faster, but that's the only part we are countering. Because he is good at magic, so he has 3 cards that draw cards. And they're also a 4/4. We need a white mana for it. Yep. It will take a moment before we cast the second lockdown, but I think we should have time. It's not amazing trade, it's 2 for 1, but you know, Resolute Reinforcements has a little bit higher value than 1 in this kind of matchup, just because it's Boros. Right now they cannot use Night of Earth, for example. And we are slowly getting to 7 mana, so we can start sweeping. Alright, this is a lot of damage already. If I played this, I might still die, right? So Recruiter is human, so it's 3, 4, 5. And this is 8. That's 13 damage already. I'm not sure if we can afford it, but I will risk it. I will risk it, because we probably need good value. But to be frank, I probably should just play the lockdown, because if he has Night of Chaos again, we might be in some trouble. We allow him to, you know, scale a little bit. Alright. Oh, no way, he also has Recruiter as the last card. Alright, that's huge. If he had Recruiter, that would be actually probably lethal damage, right? So that would be 12 or... no, it would be 15, man. So we would be... yeah, we would die to this. And this deck is insane how efficient it is. We don't need to do it, but why not? Why not? We cannot go for the good lockdown yet. You know, we can get some value here. It's so weird, they probably, you know, let it through, but we will see. See? They don't know what's up. And let's not pay now also. So if we draw a land, naturally, we can start casting Twilight, because we will be at 7 mana. Man, my voice today. Alright, and we still have 3 steps. I actually didn't realize it. That's huge, man. That's really huge. I might even cast it. Oh, that's so cute. Yeah, we cast it, just because he's going for the adventure, so that counterspell gives us a lot. No more lies. Sure, don't forget we have the Reef, so whatever good creature they have with haste, it cannot really go through, unless we allow it. And if he has more recruiters, he will do the same and normalize will counter it. Moment we hit the 7th land, it should be extremely good for us. This also checks for resolute reinforcements usually. And yeah, actually this matters a lot. Do we do it now? I think we do. With one card I don't think he can threaten us. And this amplifies the lethal, you know, super hard. We don't have a counter spell for this turn, but we can sweep again. And with 2 cards, whatever he plays it won't be enough. Like if he had 4 or 5 cards, I could consider playing differently. Like even tapping them could be impactful because that means they cannot do much. Oh, that's a brutal Qatar. Well, now we need 5 more. Alright. Vanguard. So, I think we play this first and we see what's up. Well, this is up. That's definitely not what we want. So, we can just attack and go full top deck mode. With Reef, we should be absolutely winning. Like, our draws are better still. And we live again. Yeah, I think that's good enough. We had hesitation, but now he should start blocking. Like, he cannot ignore those forever, right? Alright. And now we go for another 5. Clearing the board, life gaining back to 18, so it's very hard to lethal us, and right now he doesn't have much counterplay. And don't forget we have Mirex, so we can refill 1 token a turn. If we didn't have Mirex, that could not be enough. Because he makes 1 good blocker, and, well, he needs 2 good blockers, right? And then he could mitigate it. Alright, our opponent goes first. This is a weird one. We have some removal, we have pretty decent mana base. You know, the black mana is... We have literally 1 point of black mana. And I'm sure that will go great. And let's go with the Reef. Just because we have so much Azorius mana, but only this one is the mirror one. Oh, so it's toxic probably. Well... So, our opponent made the play of, I hope I win. And you say, well, I hope you won. This is such a greedy play. Every time they tap out to play Virtuoso, they basically say, I lose the game if you have removal. Especially that we have 2 removal spells. This might be a bit problematic. Let's see what they will do with it. I think we will eat some poison. Because if we can get lost into Normalize, that would be way more powerful. It will be hard to get into Twilight. Also on the next turn we can activate the Anchorage if we play untapped land. This is probably all protection spells, I would guess. And let's take the payment. So now we can use the Anchorage. And that means he needs to probably start using his spells, like give it flying and, you know, some better style. Like, flying doesn't matter to... Yeah, it is here. And suddenly, the downside of Rot Priest is that it's extremely bad creature as a whole. Alright, if they Fading Hope, I'm fine with it. That's it. They definitely have some play if they are going with this, but I will take the play. Like, usually they have bounce and phase out and all this kind of stuff. They might have something that pumps it, like... Alright, I didn't expect this one in particular. If they trade, that's good for me. Alright, they really invested a lot into this. That means we can play a land and kill it. And they have basically 0 cards. And they didn't get the poison. Of course they got the, you know, Rot Priest poison. But other than this, and I'm going for this play because I can force it. They have 1 card, that means Normalize ensures that this dies. And now this will be a very, well, top deck based game. Because normally this deck very often doesn't have enough creatures to refill. If he drew a creature, while he drew the best one, that is actually insane. This is the best card of his deck basically here. That's really bad. What can I say? That is really bad. And we need to go into some interesting place. We need Aether go for the throat. 5, 6, 1. I don't think we'll get to 7 mana here. We will die very quickly. Fortunately, it's not a poison card, so this kinda doesn't make much sense. even though both type creatures really need defending with like blue cards. One kills by using poison, second one kills by using damage, and they don't really complement each other, so we kinda play from start again. Still, we need to draw removal quickly or we lose the game. This is kinda where we are. We just need to find removal. We have quick study, so we have 3 new cards before the next turn. Every lockdown, every go for the throat should work, and we have counterspell to make sure that it goes through. We can even use the Reef, but they will just pump it above. Well, that's way too late. Alright, this is important. This is important. They will cast Audacity, right? Alright, let's do it main phase. I think it's worthwhile. If he has 2 protection spells, I think he wins. If he has 1, I think we win. Man, the intensity. But this is what I told you. It will be about the top decks. Alright, he's actually going super hard. Sure, we know what the card is. Let's see if he discards it for power. Alright. So we have to counter it. Let's go for the efficient one. He has enough mana that Normalize won't be good anymore. And now it's all about his top deck. If he plays another creature, he's still in the game. But I think he needs to draw it. I don't think he has... yeah, he didn't have creatures. It was about, well, basically top deck. And with 3 steps ahead and Mindsplice, like, we can absolutely stabilize the game from this. Mentor. That's a very good card. He is good at Magic. However, we can just go Twilight. However, he might have a protection spell, so I think it's still better to just counter spell. You don't want to enable all his protection cards. Without creatures, this deck does nothing, basically. And I need as much open mana as possible, so we don't go for the tap land. We just need a lot of mana. They cannot use the map tokens if they don't have a creature. That means they are forced to wait until the deck gives them another creature. And this deck actually doesn't run so many creatures. It could be even 12, like 4 those. Maybe some, you know, more creature type. And I think we are in Diamond 1 with this one. Alright, we're on the draw. The hand is not amazing, but it has some potential. Let's see how insanely aggressive our opponent will be, and if he will try to finish the game in 2 first turns. No, he will actually try to play Magic. Alright, that's a hello material. Alright, I will enjoy it. So, let's go for the mere mana. Okay, we have Silver Scrutiny. You kinda want to have, you know, instant enabled. Oh, that's a strong card. I mean, we can fight against it. It doesn't provide too much value. But it's scary. I still enjoy it more, you know, I don't want to see Celestus on my opponent's side. Let's go for non-pain. No. We can go like this. Sorry, I just melted down a little bit there. Alright, we need to sneak Mindsplice Apparatus really hard. And I hope if he counters it, that's actually really good for us. No more ice is on the table for both of us right now. Alright. So, we will discard Lockdown if he doesn't do anything. We drew some counter spells, we are really good at Magic here. Oh, it's already time? Alright then. Listen. You have your might, I have my apparatus. If this stays, I think we should be able to outvalue him, but I'm not sure if that stays, because our opponent is not constrained with the future standard. He plays White Marches right now, Farewells right now. And Boseiju right now. Alright. Okay, I didn't expect Boseiju. However, we can take this one and get some nice, you know, Surveil. I don't think we need more lands here. Like, we need something good. Like, I have very good value, but Mirex is really big problem for me. This will be a big pain for us. At least he cannot use Mirex on this turn, right? So he will just attack and do absolutely nothing. And that's a huge problem. Lockdown will be useful at some point, but we can reset the, the mites only once. Yep, you got your stuff. Whoa, what? I didn't realize he will actually pass the full turn. Alright. Okay, that was kinda weird. By me. But we'll go with it. Like, we had Anchorage, so I understand why he didn't attack, but I expected way more placement. And we could try to counter it. But with Lockdown, we can pressure some... Well, he will just tap out, right? I don't want to give him cards. But I think I have to here. Don't forget we also have Mirex and we have long goodbye, so we actually might get ahead. And this is our moment to cast something, but we don't have great plays. I don't want to Silver Scrutiny right now. It's interesting because he didn't want to attack, so that means he cared about me activating Anchorage, and this kind of deck should have enough removal to absolutely not care. Alright. I think I'm going with this. I don't want to get any poison counters, like this will be rough already. I really don't have black mana, man. Alright, it's only painless. I could get the Surveillance, but I have 4 of those in the deck, so I wanted to smooth it out a little bit. But maybe that was a bit of a mistake. My turn. Well, you enjoy Mirexes, huh? We will have one as well. He might sneak the Emperor, because our opponent also plays the Emperors, contrary to us. But that means he needs to tap out fully. Let's attack. And how the turntables. Alright, let's set. I don't think he wants to activate the Anchorage, and also we have nice Get Lost. Really? If he activates it, he loses land and he cannot activate the Mirex. Huh. Alright. I'll take it. And we have enough counter spells to make sure... Like, our opponent is low on mana, and I will make it even bigger of a problem. We can use 1 chorus mana. We need triple blue and 1 white. Right. The live game. Absolutely. So, do we want to... Yeah, I think we can just normalize whatever he plays later. Alright. 1. 2. Listen, that really gives it away, but I'm fine with it. He lost the land, that means normalize will hit him where it hurts. And he's getting his first poison counter of the game. Man, how the roles have reversed. Another Anchorage, that might actually be a problem. I didn't think he would draw another one so quickly. Like, that is the problem, because we didn't hit removal yet. I'm good at magic, what can I say? Alright. And now this is super important. Man, I'm missing land drops. That's really bad. This is one thing keeping me ahead, that I have more lands. Alright, we need to both struggle a little bit then. Well. Well, this is really bad for him. He knows about this risk, but he just is, against the ropes, basically. So he had to risk it. And fortunately, we're good enough to punish it. And now he's falling a bit more behind. Absolutely, my friend. I will make a new one. See? So basically, we kinda suffocated him. Even though he had ramp, he was a little bit short on mana, and we made sure that he doesn't have enough plays. Honestly, I think this Anchorage play was a bit too bold. He's only with it 1-2 poison, like he could take some hits. And yeah, we absolutely had the cards to punish this play. Alright, do you see what's missing here? The draw is absolutely perfect, except one thing. Oh boy, I hope we draw the blue mana. We have double surveil, so I'm kinda, going with it. Like, we have a decent shot at hitting, untapped blue land. Listen, I appreciated Shuffler, but you know that it doesn't work like this. We need to hit a different one that is, blue on my opponent. At this point, Shuffler is just trolling me, man. Alright, Shuffler, you won. Alright, you won. You are the better player, alright? Oh, there's also my opponent that played the land. Honk for the shuffler, because I think I just got defeated by him. Oh my god. I drew 4 normal eyes and not a single blue mana with double surveil. Alright, my friend. Look and cry in despair like I do. Oh, he will roll eyes when he sees this draw. Oh my god, this will be so bad. At least he doesn't have anything clear to remove. Like, normally you remove no more lies in these situations, but I mean with this draw it doesn't. Like, nothing works here, so he can remove whatever. Honestly, it's either no more lies or... Okay, this is the last card I would... Man, I'm actually good at Magic. Oh my god, I just made this hand insanely good. Shuffler, the absolute overlord of winning or losing. Alright. You know what? With this we are actually somehow in the game. Unfortunately our opponent knows exactly what's up. Yes, Shuffler, go on your rampage. Double Mindsplice Apparatus, 4 normal eyes and 4 lands. This is how we roll. So the problem for our opponent is obviously that he can never resolve anything, except this. Well, that's extremely good counterplay to what we have. That creates 3 damage a turn, and it also draws cards. I cannot tap out. The problem is that he sees all normal eyes, so yeah, now he plays extremely around it, because he knows that we cannot punish anything that is in the board already. We have to play with this. We also paint 5 damage a turn. It's a lot. It's not, game winning, but we are at full mercy of the shuffler right now. I will play this. I need untapped land. I need some good draws, man. Yep, I don't care. I need lands. I need good draws. We also don't have a counter spell, so now they can play geeks. They can play anything they want. Man, the draw is an absolute insane mess. This is probably the worst draw I have ever remembered. Like, it didn't align in literally anything. Like, I'm pretty sure we'll lose this one. Like, how can you win with this kind of draw? Yep, here's Rafin. I mean, we can draw white Twilight, but it seems they might have a counter spell. They were really good at playing around what we have, but let's be honest, we had such a bad draw that whatever you do, you kinda play around it. You just don't need to cast spells that are easy counterable for 2 mana. So, like, it's just about not hitting those things. Still, if he doesn't have a counter spell and we draw a Twilight, we are absolutely fine. Alright, what can we do? This is a weird one. I can kill Rafin. Let's see what he will play. I don't think I can win from this, but I will do my best. Alright, definitely a counter spell. He's really good at drawing those flash. He has probably only 4 flash creatures in the whole deck, but he has them in the end. So, removing Rafin is a little bit harsh, because we need to pay the ward. Here's the Anchorage. And he will go to combat phase, right? He should probably use this, but he's in such a good position, just because of those draws, that he doesn't need to play optimally. I cannot even kill the bat and go for the robbery, because it's basically 2 turns of not doing anything, and I cannot afford it. 5-6 damage. If Rafin doesn't die, we die instantly, right? So we are kinda forced to kill Rafin, and it kinda sucks. We could also let him attack and target, but he will target the bat, right? To split the damage the most. So we kill the bat, and it's the same damage. So it makes absolutely no sense. It means... Well, I think I can cast 3 steps ahead, right? With the discount. Even for 1 mana, because I get to counter. So I will definitely cast 3 steps ahead. We have a chance. Because if we draw white Twilight, we can actually live gain through this. Right? 5-6, man. It's so close to Rifa. The fact that we even have an out in this kind of absolute disaster of a draw is really good. Yeah, he might use the map token now. See, he would get extra damage if he did it before. Let's see. Oh man, Emperor is pretty good as well. But at least he doesn't have the mana and time to cast it. Alright. Man, I actually wouldn't be able to cast this if he went for the map token. He allowed this play. So I'm pretty happy with it. Down to 1. Of course, if we don't hit the card, we instantly lose anyway. That's fine. Like, at this point, I give him all the cards. Well, I hope you enjoyed this game of Magic. Listen, we'll go in style, alright? But the game, you know where we lost. And it wasn't our opponent's place. Yeah, I mean, that was close. That was close. Look how close we are. We killed this, right? And we have only those two to basically care about. I'll give him good game. He played very well around what we had, but we lost at just drawing bad cards. Oh, and sorry, I guess we were in Diamond 1. I thought that we were advancing, but it's close. Alright, guys. Well, that's a lot of Painland. But you know what? I think we can make it work. This will be a bit of a, you know, a battle, but we kinda have the whole game plan, right? First we try to survive with those, then we try to go for turn 4, and just try to, you know, start ramping, and then Robbery for the big win. And it seems that it should be working. I don't expect target, I want to have maximum mana, because there is chance that we'll never draw a land anymore, and this might be our 4th land. Alright. Okay, deck, listen, chill with the apparatuses, alright? I definitely need to make a stop here, because I really don't want to show that I lead. I hope you enjoyed this. So I outplayed this guy so hard he realized he's completely out of the game. What really happened? I think he missed a land drop and he knows that against control that means death. Alright, we're going first. Let's sit. We probably start with Sewers. Our opponent is mulliganing with Jace sleeves, so I'm kinda thinking mono red already. But let's be honest, I always think mono red whenever I start the game. Let's go for this one. We have enough lands, so we don't need another one. So that was a good Surveil. Surveil is such a cool mechanic. Alright, it's red, but not a mono one. White and blue, alright. This gives us... Well, honestly, I think we're in a good spot. We have plenty of good answers. The Harvester. Do we care about the blood token? I mean, I kinda do. It will give them one extra card, because they will get flooded at some point in the game. So I don't really want to give them this. And Go for the Throat is basically as good against this kind of deck. It doesn't seem to be like it. Yep, exactly, perfect. This means we... Man, for some reason I was sure I had Mindsplice Apparatus. Like, what's wrong with me? Okay, that would be a great removal for geeks. Alright, we'll see, we'll see. We are not out of the woods yet. Hostile well, this is probably as good counterspell as you will ever get, but it's insanely good value for them. They force the counterspell just by, you know, having extremely good card. Which is fine. This is how Magic is supposed to look like, right? Just fighting for this value. Liliana. You know what? She's actually not the worst.
No more distractions.
And this is interesting. Do we take more cards? I think so, right? Like, we have card advantage and we have robbers, so we should be able to outvalue this guy very easily. And Long Goodbye is a nice one. That means we don't give them the map tokens. We don't need the lockdown. And I want to keep the Virtue, because it's actually pretty decent card here. Yeah, let's go for it. Alright. Oh man, I can play the land with Survey. It feels so great. Okay, I want the Mindsplice Apparatus. Do I have a card that I want to discard? Because he will go for +1 and he will discard his own hand. Yeah, pretty much. Nah, we can go like this probably. With Get Lost we are kinda covered against whatever he has. And I want to get Mindsplice Apparatus, get some damage to the face, so I want a creature that doesn't have cool abilities. For example, a Bonehorde Dracossaur. That would be great. And I kinda need to main phase it then. Let's make sure that... I should probably bluff that it's Mirex that I'm trying to use. But I won't. And with Mindsplice Apparatus, I think we won. Without it, we could be in some trouble, but with this, we will just have so much stuff. Yep, they can cycle the card, they can use the map tokens. You can see they are kinda desperate for value, but it will work for them. However, with Mindsplice Apparatus and Twilight, whenever they play a creature, we life gain so much. Man, they actually don't want this. This is not a bad card, but I guess they are looking... So that means they know they are in some very bad situation. Oh boy, and this is 100% a counter spell target. At least they cannot cast it now. Lightning Strike, oh right, so they actually have a lot of burn in the deck, it seems. Like Forge into Lightning Strike into lands that can attack, like it really, you know, stacks. We can go Robbery to hit a land drop. I would love to hit land drops, but I don't think I can. So they will go for, if they hit a land, they can play both. If they don't, right now they cannot activate the Vault. So let's go this. So it's 5 mana, we pay 4, we cannot go for the token, right? Unfortunately. But it's okay. And we still pain ourselves just a little bit. Yep. And with those extra cards, we are winning. Like, so whenever he plays against Mindsplice Apparatus, he needs tempo, because when we have infinite mana and we actually keep drawing cards, like, we are unstoppable. So he knows that it's a breaking point, basically. Alright, guys. Time for some serious talk about the Esper, because I actually have a lot of thoughts after playing with this deck. I thought making Esper rotation proof, it would be like walk in the park, like, you know, all the favorite cards, like easy, we just, you know, play Emperor. Oh wait, no Emperors. Well, we will just play Black March for like, well, no. White Marches? No, nothing. Man, when I started making this deck, I actually realized that there are a lot of cards that I'm usually using that will not be here. This was not a Mindsplice Apparatus deck originally, but when I started, you know, going card for card about every choice, I realized that, man, it doesn't feel right, and I just, you know, pivoted completely into Apparatus deck because it felt actually powerful in its own way, and at least you can extremely scale. With White Twilight, this is something I'm usually hesitant, you know, about, just because you need 7 mana basically for a sweeper. However, it has life gain. One of the reasons I went with this whole build is that I couldn't find good life gain. You don't have Black March, you don't have Celestus, you don't have Emperor. You actually miss so much life gain that when I checked my cards, well, nothing gave life. And it suddenly feels like a Dimir, that usually, even in Dimir, we actually have quite a lot of life gain, at least in non-rotation proof builds. So I just pivoted completely into this direction. The second thing, you might you know, notice it in the video, the mana is actually way more wonky than usually. Like the no Raffine tower part really hurts this deck, and I struggled a lot in mana base, so making 3-color decks might be way harder. I know, Triumphs help in 3-color deck, I know that's crazy, who would think, but it actually was felt, man. I didn't think it would be such an impact, especially with Surveillance, so you can, you know, scry, get good draws, but, well, it actually felt wonky. So even though we indeed ranked up, so that's, well, like I played the games and I had all those thoughts, and then I realized that in the end I already ranked up in the current standard against the Emperor's Memory Deluge and all this kind of stuff. So we are doing great, but I actually thought it will be a bit more efficient, honestly, compared to the Dimir that was rotation proof and Jeskai that was also rotation proof. This one actually felt worse compared to the current version. The other decks were really fun to play and they had like a lot of possibilities. I actually preferred them over the current versions in many ways. Maybe fun factor was also there because I like playing fresh cards like Intrude on the Mind and this kind of stuff. But this one was actually struggling for me. I had very weird draws and I'm not sure if that's because of the deck or, you know, because of mana base or something, or just Shuffler was doing pranks on me today. So it's hard to judge because it felt that it was hard to get the right cards. Even though, look how many answers we have. 4 No More Lies, and we basically have mostly 2-drops and like what, 7, 8 removal cards on top of 4 sweepers and even 2 more sweepers. However, I was even considering like Destroy Evil or something against the enchantments, but in the end you can either hit Lockdown for cheap ones or just use Get Lost and counterspell. So I realized that it should be enough. You also have access access to robbery, so sometimes you can even steal from your opponent deck some kind of either win con or just the answer to their own stuff. So all in all, the deck performed and it felt strong. However, it actually felt weaker than I expected, and Esper might be not as clean as the two-colored control decks like Azorius and Dimir. So honestly, for me, it's a good news because I like Dimir, I like Azorius. Esper, we will see. We will see. The painlands also were making a difference. I actually reduced painlands because I wanted to make sure that on turn 2 I always have this play, because we have so many important 2-drops, especially with cards like No More Lies and Go for the Throat. You kinda need all the mana on your turn 2. So I went harder with the painlands, but with no life gain, it actually feels a little bit, it can hurt you. That's why we have Twilight, because it life gains a lot and it reverses the game. Kinda like Sunfall does, but the life gain is on top. So that was a bit all over the place outro, but I wanted to give you my thoughts, my feelings. I didn't expect it will go like this, so tell me if maybe I was just unlucky. It's always hard to know, but this is how I feel after playing the deck. And I personally think I enjoyed Jeskai and Dimir a little bit more. I really like those builds. But this one is solid and it performs already. So I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it gave you some valuable knowledge for the future. We also will see the new cards, but so far, so good. We are doing it. If we can win in current standard, it seems that Esper can absolutely function very well still, with all the downsides and no Raffine Tower. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for watching as always. You guys are absolutely awesome, and I'm trying to read as many comments as I can, so really thank you for those. It's always fun to just read how you guys enjoying the games and the decks, all this kind of stuff. It makes super fun to share those decks with you. So thank you for that, and see you guys tomorrow.